Hi, I'm John Cox, and this is City Beat Live, the best of entertainment news. This time, we're at the 2014 Galactic Film Festival with our host, Laura Beth Hill.
We're here today with the cast, the crew, director, writer, producer of the Galactic Adventures of John Neptune. And this is Ian. Hi, Ian. Thanks for joining us today. Congratulations on the film. It's amazing. It's currently a web series, though. Is that correct?
It is a web series. I wrote it as 7 20-minute episodes, and I'm putting it online as 5-minute pieces. But today I've edited it together into an hour-long piece, so it's literally half of a film. But it is a web series you can watch online.
So you wrote the film, you directed it, you starred in it, you produced it. That's amazing. You edited it as well. My goodness. So what does everybody else do in the film?
So here we have Daniela Sarmina, and she plays Vega. She's a recurring character on the series. This is Jason Hild. He plays King Mizar. He and John Neptune don't exactly get along. This is Trisha Minty. She is a composer, and she does all the music for my series, so it's all original music. And this over here is Rachel Hibbler, and Rachel is the costumer. She has helped direct the episodes. She took all my dialogue and made it good dialogue, so she's been helping out with writing, and that's us.
And where did you film everything?
Everything is filmed in my garage, and I live in a very small town in Central California called Porterville, and there's not much there, especially for filmmaking. There's nothing there. And so it's all shot in my garage on a green screen, and all the sets are miniature models that I build and photograph and composite everything together so I can have these big, expansive universe that we live in instead of Porterville or little sets or anything. It's a big, real place.
And how would you describe the film? What sort of feel, aside from being sci-fi, obviously? Comedy?
There is a lot of comedy in it, but it's a pretty straightforward, serious war tale. And so it's made to look like it was shot and created in the 1950s. So it looks like retro 1950s science fiction, but with kind of a more modern pace to it. It's more fast-paced. It's got more modern cinematography. And I do the best I can with what I have with miniature models and Photoshop. And
well, thanks for coming today. You all look amazing in your costumes. It's fantastic, yeah. And enjoy the rest of the festival.
it's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Hi, we're here today with Eddie, who is the director and the writer of Alien Hunger. And we're also here with some of the rest of the cast and the crew. Can you introduce us to everyone, Eddie?
Sure. We have Nancy Brenly, who is our editor and one of my producers. Edward Plum, who's one of the producers. His 2 daughters, who were in the film. And Charisse, one of my script supervisors. We had 2.
Fantastic. And can you tell everybody at home a little bit about the film? What sort of sci-fi would you describe it as?
Nancy described it best as a horromedy. It's a creature monster film. When you're shooting a film and you don't have a huge budget, you really can't take it seriously. So we kind of ran with that. It's very tongue-in-cheek, but it has moments that are the jump moments, the scary moments, the action elements, but it's got a very strong comedic edge as well.
Mm-hmm. And where did the inspiration come for the film?
I wasn't stoned or drunk, if that's what you're asking me. I don't know.
Actually, it was a prop, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, there was... Okay, the alien pod, there was this giant egg-looking thing that somebody had built that had been sitting in my friend's yard for, years. He had built it for another project that never did anything, and we kept sort of joking that we should do something with that and make a movie. So between that and calling another friend of ours, John Santa, who was one of the producers, he has a movie ranch that we shot the entire film on. We just kind of took all the elements and pieces that we had and put this whole thing together.
Can we ask what is your next project?
It's a post-apocalyptic action thriller titled After the Harvest. It's post-apocalyptic action. It's Road Warrior meets Terminator meets Crash. It's the best way to describe it. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to the festival today. It's fantastic. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening here. Hi, guys. We are here with the writer, director, and the stars of Walking in Circles. Welcome to the Galactic Film Festival.
Well, thank you for having us. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, are you enjoying the festival?
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been great catching up. We a lot of us haven't seen each other for a while, and so it's
reunion.
Yeah, it's like a family reunion. We filmed for quite a few days together out in the woods, so it's good to be back together.
Can you tell us a bit about the filming experience?
Yeah. So Walking in Circles is it's a medieval fantasy comedy. adventure, all sorts of adjectives on that. And we went up to Big Bear in the woods, and I recruited all of these guys to come out there, and they were all crazy enough to agree to film out in the woods for 14 days. About 2 years ago now, 3 years ago. It's been a while. It's been a long turnaround, a while ago, and so we put it together, and that's what happened. That's how we filmed it, I guess.
How was it seeing your vision, all your ideas that you'd written come to life on the big screen today?
It's weird because when you're watching it, having gone through the process of writing it and then filming it, and then you see what came out of that, it's almost like you're watching a totally different thing. And it's like watching it kind of for the first time, and you look at it and you're like, whoa, that was cool. And you kind of forget that you actually like caused that to happen. So it's very surreal, which is kind of cliche to say, but it really is, because you don't even know what to expect when you finally see all that work actually come together.
Would you be able to share with your fans at home any message that you have for them, and also to let them know where the project's going now? Because we're in series 2.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I hope people have been waiting a long time, or people have maybe given up. But don't give up, because I promise the show that we're watching today is complete, and season 2 will be online. Hopefully, the goal is within the next 2 to 3 months. This is actually a plan that we have now, whereas in the past it's just sort of been waiting. Distribution is a very difficult thing for independent filmmakers to find, and there's a lot of times where I feel like taking a project and just throwing it on the internet and hoping for the best is not the best answer. So we have taken the time of the show not being out to try to come up with some answers, and I think we've got a really cool one lined up as far as distribution goes, and it should be really exciting within the next 2 to 3 months. And I believe that fans of the first season will actually have a surprise too, because we are envisioning being able to tweak the first season as well to help match the second. So I think there'll be maybe a re-release to look forward to with the first season, as well as the second season comes out here very soon.
Well, congratulations on the success of everything. Hi, we're here today with Jared Lee Masters, who is the writer and director of the feature film Deadly Punkettes. Welcome to the Galactic Film Festival.
So good to be here. Good to be here. It's a beautiful place, and I'm excited to screen the film in this lovely theater, so thank you.
And so what was the inspiration for the film?
Well, I've always thought girl bands were hot, so I kind of wanted to just make a girl band movie, but I think maybe the film Josie and the Pussycats kind of inspired me, and also the film The Runaways inspired me, but they're both very tame, and I want to do something a little bit more edgy and a little bit more dark, so I kind of had my own take on the girl band movie. So.
And what scene are you most proud of in the film?
That's a good question. I like the dream sequences because they're just psychedelic and euphoric, and it kind of takes you out of the movie for a little bit and then brings you back. And I'm happy that Andy Dick did a couple scenes for me. And there's a bunch of cute scenes. I really like the scene my publicist Donna Lee Heising is in. She does a great job as always.
Awesome. And what will you go on to after this? Do you have more ideas for future films?
Yeah, I have 17 ideas, and I have to figure out which one I'm going to do, but I think it's between Carny Girls, my story of girls getting abducted into a carnival and being forced to work in the carnival lifestyle, or my film Ballerina Massacre, which is pretty much as it sounds. So one of those two. I kind of like the horror genre because there's an audience for it, as opposed to some of my dark comedies and my grindhouse-style films don't have a big of an audience, although I like them. But I'll probably do a horror film next for Time Warner Cable. So.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival, and yeah, I bet you can't wait to see it on the big screen today.
Yes, I'm excited. It's what I'm most excited about is to see what people get a kick out of and what people maybe laugh at or are thrilled by, because that's the best part of being a filmmaker is getting the reactions out of people. So that's what I'm excited about.
Hi, we're here today with Delaney Brown, who is the star of Deadly Punkettes. Welcome to the Galactic Film Festival.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, you look absolutely stunning. Can we talk about your outfit for a moment?
Okay. Well, I'm more of like a romper kind of person, maybe jumpsuit. I don't like to wear dresses as much. I'm not going to say I don't go out with like a cocktail dress or something sometimes, but I usually like to wear jumpers and stuff. So I'm comfy, and I feel tall and long, so.
Well, you look absolutely fabulous, if I do say so. Thank you. And so how was it working on Deadly Punkettes? It looked like a fun one to be in.
It was. It was really fun. It was kind of weird because I had to portray this ghostly, kind of weird vibe, and it was fun to work with a group of girls. And it's about music, so music's always my life. So I really enjoyed making the film.
So are you a singer? You say you're a musician. Do you write music? Or?
Yes. I am a singer-songwriter. I do urban pop music, and I'm actually currently working on my new album right now, and I'm super excited about it because it's nothing like my old album, but it's still like a progress from it. You know, I don't ever want to diss anything that I used to do because I'm really proud of everything that I've done because I put my heart and soul into each project that I work on. But I'm really excited about this album because it's like my new genre. It's new me, so I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations with the film. Thank you. Love the outfit once again and enjoy the screening today. I'm here today with Frank Pacheco, who is the host of the Galactic Film Festival. Hi, Frank.
Hello.
You're doing an awesome job. You've been here all day, crazy long hours you're working, and you still look amazing. How are you pulling that off?
Try my best. A lot of Red Bull, Rockstar, energy drinks, can't go wrong with that. But of course, movie popcorn. Tons of energy to get you throughout the day. But no, it's just been a lot of fun. I can't believe actually so many hours have passed just from being here this morning since like about 10:15, having to fight traffic on the 5. If you're from SoCal, you know what that's like. It's just terrible. But other than that, it's just a fun day of meeting great filmmakers and taking some time out to, don't tell LJ this, but taking some time out to see some of the shorts and the films is really fun too. So kind of a good payoff whenever you need some downtime.
And you also do acting as well. We can see you on Glee, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, yes.
Lots of other shows. So how did you first get into acting?
Well, when I first moved out here from Pennsylvania, it's been 9 years already. I can't believe that. When I first came out here from Pennsylvania, I started taking a lot of improv classes, and from there, I met a friend who was like, hey, my agency is looking for large white guys. And I was like, hey, that works for me. Then always as the character guy of being the larger-than-life, young-faced guy, I was always the high school football player, the high school bully, some sort of football player guy. So when I finally got my part on the show Shameless, I got to be a lunatic in 2 episodes of it. So I called my mother and I was like, Mom, guess what? I got a part in the show Shameless. And she goes, oh, no. Are you playing a football player again? I go, no, Mom. I'm a homeless psychopath. And she goes, I am so proud. Oh, my gosh. And I even had to look at the phone like, I just said I was a drug addict who's homeless, and you said you were proud? Okay, that works with me.
Such great energy here today, isn't there?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody here is really excited to be here because now that our film festival name is kind of getting out there here at the Frida down in Santa Ana, now it's kind of starting to get like a little bit of a word-of-mouth buzz. So that's exactly what we're hoping for. It's great to see that not only is it people who are from your neck of the woods, but also people from far across the globe. Like, it's really great. So everybody here is super energetic to meet each other and just also see what other filmmakers' ideas are. Like, oh, that's an interesting way you shot this, or I like the way that was lit. So it's a lot of buzz and a lot of energy here. It's really, really fun. Yeah.
Hi, this is Laura Beth Hill with City Beat Live. We're here with some of the cast and the director, writer, and producer of Dead Sea. Welcome, guys. So it's Brendan, right? Yes. Hi, Brendan. Could you introduce us to everybody? You're the writer, director, producer, and also starring in the film.
Sort of. I was the villain, which made it easy to, direct it and make people do what I want. That's my secret. So Devaney, co-star and unsupporting. Excuse me, I almost coughed. Unofficial producer, off-the-record producer. JW, last-minute lead actor. We'll get to that. And Ryan, who's the bad father actor. Yeah. It's all his fault. All the events of the film are his fault.
And where was the inspiration for the film?
There's a cryptozoological story called Ogopogo, which is a Canadian legend about a serpent where the Indian tribes in the past used to offer sacrifices to it to maintain sanctity in the land. So I figure, I don't really like Sharknado and stuff like that at all. But if I had to make a film like that, I would base it on an actual legend to make it a little grittier.
And when did you first write the script? When did you start writing it?
A year and a half ago. We shot almost a year and a half ago.
It was a very quick turnaround. We actually got interest funding and studio backing almost immediately when we heard the concept of the project. We knew that sea creature movies were going to be hot the following year, so someone kind of snatched up our concept and helped us make the film. And Brandon will never tell you because he's modest, but he's an incredible writer, and he actually knocked out the entire script in about 2 weeks, and then we went right into production. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun, actually. I've always wanted to do one of these. I'm a fan of Sharknado and Piranha and all the fun water movies. I am. And I'm not allowed to do them. So a lot of times in any films you don't get to see things like that. I mean, it's more popular now, but for a long time it wasn't. And a lot of resources were needed in order to make those happen. So we're very ambitious filmmakers, and we like to do what we can with little bits of money and get really creative. And we thought, there hasn't been a really story-driven creature feature in a long time, so that was kind of the inspiration behind making this. And we used legends like Ogopogo, which hadn't been addressed yet, and also to showcase some of the really beautiful landscapes that we have here in California that often don't get to see the screen so much.
Have you guys been enjoying the festival today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love LJ, and the people that he collects and puts on things with are always amazing and fun and fans of what we're doing. So, in fact, Ryan and I were here for RAP Fest with a film called Truth or Dare.
LJ's fantastic. Yeah, no, we've always had fun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Approval.
Exactly.
Yes.
Actually, what's interesting is a lot of genre film festivals are not done in an actual theater. They're done in a civic center or a convention center or something like that are literally chairs set up in a small projection screen. So it actually brings a little bit to it. It makes it feel more classy and cool to have it in a theater.
I agree.
Costumes here. I wish I wore mine. That was fun.
I know.
Very cool.
Next time. So what's in the pipeline next for you?
Well, in true Hollywood fashion, that changes all the time. Actually, we're finishing House of Manson. We're about to do a different film, then we passed on that, and better film came along, but I can't talk about it yet.
Well, tell them about House of Manson.
House of Manson is a movie that stars this guy here as Charles Manson. I don't know where we got the idea to cast him as Charles Manson. It's very strange.
We actually have some of the cast members here from that. We actually have several of the cast members here from that because we premiered the full theatrical trailer here tonight, just after the screening at Dead Sea. So hopefully we can pause and bring them on so you can talk about the film. We're really excited about this one.
It's a more gritty crime thriller version of Manson, whereas a lot of past films have been more exploitation, which I don't really like because I think it's distasteful. So this is more hard facts, unsettling, and a thriller. Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today at the festival. It's very exciting times. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cher Cherie, and I'd like to welcome you to the Frieda Theater in Santa Ana. I am the assistant director of this festival, as well as the star of Django Hooper and Trick of the Witch. We're very excited to have all of our filmmakers here tonight. Such great films. The judging was really super hard. And you're all going to have to tune in tomorrow to find out who the winners are.
So what have you guys been looking for in the films?
Mostly anything that has to do with sci-fi as opposed to horror, because we did get a lot of people who were just trying to submit in. So we really had to go through about 100 movies, maybe a little bit more, watching each and every single one of them to determine, not just one person's opinion, but a panel of us, whether it qualified as sci-fi or not, and how it fit in with our festival.
And were you really pleased with the submissions that came in? I hear they're of a very high standard.
So many were so beautiful. Even ones that didn't actually make the cut, just absolutely amazing filmmakers. It's such an honor to be able to have the opportunity to watch real art.
Awesome. And can you tell us a little bit more about the Galactic Film Festival? I know you're on the board of directors here. Like I just keep saying to people, the energy's amazing here today. Yes. Everybody's having fun. We're here. Dudley Punkettes are about to screen now, and the place is packed.
Oh, we have just had so much amazing help. Getting these filmmakers here and getting people here dressed up in cosplay and everything. It's been a lot of work. We've been at it for about 9 months now. And, my team just everyone is given 100%. I can't even express how thankful we are for our interns who have helped so much. And, bless the Frida Theater. Partnering with this theater is an amazing opportunity for us and for them as well as the artists. If you are around the theater, you can see that there's art hanging on the wall from individual artists throughout Orange County and LA. So, we're really working with people who are also at that like entrepreneurial level and trying to really fight and get out there. So it's a blessing.
Yeah. It's an amazing opportunity for filmmakers to be able to be a part of this festival.
Yes, absolutely. And so much fun for us as well.
Yeah. And you're also involved heavily with the RIP Festival, which is the horror festival. Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, right now we're currently accepting submissions for horror for RIP. I think we may have like 25 to 30 currently already in the kitty, so that's very nice. We're starting to watch that. It's going to be really exciting. That one's going to be full-blown horror, so many, many opportunities for new filmmakers as well.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time on the red carpet. You're looking absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing more of your movies coming out.
Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful evening. I'm having a wonderful time.
Thank you.
And that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm John Cox, and this has been City Beat Live. Good night.